Well, good morning. Welcome to week 34, and once again, I'm late. Sorry about that. We've had a really busy weekend running around doing stuff, getting stuff organised, and I just didn't get time to do it yesterday. So it's pretty early in the morning here, so I thought, get the blog done, or vlog, and then I can crack on with my day. So, 34, like I say, end of week 34. So let's get down to the figures. So I've had a loss this week of 0.8 of a kilo. So I am now dead on 69 kilos. Happy with that. So I've lost altogether 32.9, almost 33 kilos and 72.5 pounds. So happy with that. I'm getting there. So, yeah, it's really good. And I said last week that I would talk a little bit more about the food, the types of food I eat on this diet, on the ketogenic diet. I don't have any pictures to insert, but I've just prepared my breakfast and I was going to show you guys what I have for breakfast. Now, it doesn't look very nice because it's in I used up what was left of the jelly in the jelly bowl, so it looks a bit messy, but it's, yeah, it's doesn't matter. It's what I eat. So as you can see in here, this is my husband's homemade yogurt. We make our own yogurt. Basically, it's faux cream milk. It's usually the long life milk because it's easier. I don't know why he uses that. It's something about it makes it thicker or something. But this is very thick, as you can see. You know, it's not pouring yogurt, because what we do is he makes the yogurt, he then cools it down in the fridge for 24 hours. Then he puts it in a strainer, a very, very fine strainer, so that the whey comes out of the yogurt and you're just left with the thick stuff. I don't know what that's called. Yogurt, I guess. So it's more like a Greek yogurt. And so a lot of the sugar is gone, because, you know, the sugar gets eaten up in the process of making the yogurt. And then obviously if there's any in the whey, it comes out, and I don't eat that. And then up here, I've just got the jelly. In this jelly is actually some fruit today. There's some blueberries. So when we make it, we chuck a handful of blueberries in, and it's, you know, it goes hard, or, you know, sets. That's what I'm looking for, sets. So then I usually have about a quarter or a third of the bowl of jelly, or, you know, sometimes with fruit, sometimes without. And that's my breakfast. So you can see it's quite a big bowl of food. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in this yogurt, I've mixed 2 teaspoons of chia seeds. So 2 teaspoons of chia seeds is about 2 dessert spoons of yogurt and about a quarter of that bowl of jelly with a few blueberries. And that is my breakfast. That's what I have every morning. I really look forward to it because it's almost like eating a dessert in the mornings for me. And it's great. And the chia seeds sort of swell up, and it certainly beats the hunger. I could actually go right through till about 4 or 5 o'clock tonight without really worrying about anything else to eat today. But I don't, you know, sometimes, I mean, look, I'm getting through my own pears off the tree. I have been having a pear every day, and I've still lost weight. So, you know, I'm not going to up that. I'm just going to stick with that 1 pear. So that's my my breakfast. And I'm not going to eat it in front of you. You know, they got this thing now called mukbang videos where they eat in front of you. I'm not into that at all. So, yeah. So that's my breakfast. And then on top of that, I usually have my coffee, which is made with pouring cream, they call it over here. Double cream in the UK, and I think they call it, can't remember what they call it in the US, but it's a pouring cream. So, yeah, so I always have that. I am up around 6 or 7 cups a day sometimes with the cream, but yeah, it is what it is. I enjoy it, so yeah, I drink it. What else do I eat? So typically for lunch, I will have a boiled egg, sometimes 2, some sort of cheese. So I've now got a variety of cheeses. So it's not just cheddar. I've got brie, camembert, you know, and it's all the faux fat cheeses. So I have cheese, and then I usually have a bit of salad with it. So sometimes I have lettuce, sometimes I don't, sometimes I have cucumber, you know, so just whatever I've got in the fridge, I put that on a plate, and I'll eat that around lunchtime. Sometimes I don't bother with lunch, you know, depending on what we're doing. Or if I'm out and about, I don't bother. You know, if I'm home here and I feel I want something, I'll have it. And then for evening meal, typically that's some sort of meat. Like last night I had sausages. I had some really nice chili sausages. A lot of fat came out of those, but it doesn't matter because the fat is good. So I had those, and I just had them with some cheese last night because I didn't feel like anything else. And I don't feel hungry. I find that because your fat consumption is a lot higher than, you know, on typically any other diet, that you don't really get hungry. I may get hungry if I have a lunch and I skip dinner. Come the breakfast morning, I do get a bit of gurgling in my stomach and I'm ready for my breakfast, but not to the point where, you know, I've really got to have something to eat. It's, you know, I used to get the shakes if I didn't eat, you know, regularly, which is ridiculous. And I just don't get any of that anymore. So, so that's really good. So that's typically what I eat. So, obviously I stay away from all the carbs. So that's pastas, rices, breadies, crisps, biscuits, you know, the whole shebang. It's a no. I'm not eating that anymore. And I'm still losing weight, so I'm quite happy about that. You know, still living that little pear as well. So that's great. So my clothes is, you know, okay. I'm sort of going to talk a little bit about, it's expensive losing weight because nothing I had from before fits me, apart from a couple of t-shirts that my husband altered, and that was sort of on the way. So I've had to buy clothes, so that's been an expense as well. So, you know, fine. I've had to buy clothes to wear in the interim period, but I'm getting down there now where the clothes I have now will probably still fit me when I get down to my goal weight, or it will be just looser on me, but I'll still be able to fit it. And I thought, with that said, I'm going to stand up now because I haven't shown my sort of torso for a while, since I think it was week 20 something. I showed it with my husband. He stood with me, and you know, I was a size 14 top then, and I think I was a 12, 14 bottom, but I can't remember. So I thought today I'm going to stand up, I'm going to show my size, and I thought as a little experiment, it's about 7 weeks before my holiday, and I thought, well, in 6 weeks from today, I'll do the same stand-up, I'll wear the same clothes as I'm wearing today, and we'll have a little comparison and see if you can see, and hopefully, I mean, I'm putting myself on the line here, hopefully I will have lost a few more kgs by then. So anyway, so enough chatting, let's stand up and I'll show you what I look like now. So, let's just move that coffee. Hopefully you can see me. So, so this is what I am now. This t-shirt is a extra small, and I'm amazed at that. I put it on this morning, and you know, it's not tight. It's a nice fit t-shirt. These are still my size 12 shorts, but they are getting a little bit, you know, I got to keep waking them up, but that's okay. I'll boil them in the wash if I have to shrink them, because I love these shorts. So as you can see, you know, I've still got, you know, my bum's sort of normal size. Hopefully you can see that. And, you know, I've got a little bit of a belly here, but, you know, I've had 2 children and I'm in my late 50s. So, you know, you get that. I'm not going to strip down. A lot of people on their YouTube channels strip down to their underwear. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that because I'm not comfortable with that. Plus, I'm an old lady. I'm not going to, you know, show all my wrinkles and that. I do have a bit of an overhang in my belly. Like, you know, I've got a crease down here, but I'm not worried about that. I do have the floppy arms. But I had that before when I had my other weight loss. I'm not too worried about that because they don't seem as bad as what they were on my other big weight losses, the one I had over 10 years ago. And and also, I'll sit down and so you can see better. I feel that when I first was losing weight, my neck here was quite, for want of a better word, turkey-ish, is my son's words. And I do feel that this is sort of shrinking a bit. Um, I mean, other than a neck lift or facelift, I'm not worried about it. I'm healthy now. I feel absolutely great. I'm confident. I don't feel I want to hide away or anything like that. So I'm not too worried about this. But we'll see. We'll compare this in 6 weeks and see what it looks like. Because I feel that I'm definitely fat adapted. Where I'm eating quite large amounts of fat. When you think the yogurt, cream in the coffee every day, cheeses, not so much the egg, but fat in the meats as well. And I sometimes in the afternoon I'll have some of this jelly with some cream on it if I feel like it. So I'm eating quite a lot of fat. So I feel that my body is burning it, and I've become fat adapted. And apparently when you get like that, this in time should disappear because it should shrink up more. We'll see. We'll have a look at it in 6 weeks, and then I might have a look at it 6 weeks again after that and compare it with 12 weeks. So that's ongoing. We'll see how we go. So that's really good. So I don't think I've got any other stuff to talk about. You probably know we've put the house on the market. We are definitely on the market now. Not had a lot of interest as yet, but it's only been a couple of weeks. This is a very slow time of the year, apparently, according to the agents and stuff. So that's fine. Look, it'll take as long as it takes. We're going to continue developing the paddock. All the trees are down now, so I've had 2 hectares, 5 acres of trees felled and processed. It's just a case of putting all the rubbish into piles and burning that through the winter. And definitely by next spring we will have a paddock down there. It will be sown in a meadow grass, and we will be able to have grazing animals if we want them, but if not, whoever the new owners are will be able to have some grazing animals if they want them. And also I am going to go and buy some daffodil bulbs and put them over where I wanted them, because we still live here. We're still going to do little things. We're not going to go through any massive expenses, obviously, but we are going to continue. Like the daffodils is, I can get I think it's 40 daffodils for $10 in one of the stores. They're all mixed. I don't care if they're mixed. It's just some colour. And I'll put them over the other side of the bank there. There is another area this side of the house where the trees, through there, you see the trees are quite close to the house. They can be processed as well. I've told the guy that if he wants to process those, he can, but he's got to obviously keep it tidy. So yeah, we're going to continue on. And then if someone rocks up and wants to buy the house, we'll sell it to them. So, yeah, because we're ready now, unlike before when we weren't ready. So we're just sort of exploring, looking at buying a piece of land. Like I say, we're just negotiating on something with that at the moment. But hopefully I'll have more news next week. And building our own house, and we're just looking at, we're just going around, just as time wasting and killing, looking at round other new builds and stuff like that to see what we want, and just getting some ideas basically. I more or less know what I don't want, but I don't know what I do want, and it's quite hard at the moment. It's just minefield out there at the moment, because in the UK, when you buy off plan, as they call it, when a developer moves in on a large piece of land, he develops it, he puts the roads in, he divvies up the sections that the houses sit on, and then he'll build so many of one type of house, so many like 4 beds, couple of choices with 4 beds, 3 beds, 2 beds. It's a mix on that one development, and of sizes, you know, from 2 to 4 bed, 5 bed houses. And you don't get a choice of what house you have, as in, you know, it's a fixed house, it's a fixed plan, and you get the choice of, you know, depending on the price, what plan you have. Out here, it's completely different. It is, you buy a piece of land, you've got masses of choice of developers. They go to the land and they build your house, and there is infinite designs. They go to your section and build your house, and there are infinite designs, infinite plans. You can move this wall, that wall, you can add different kitchens. You can, obviously it's all at a cost, but this, you know, a basic plan is a basic price, and then it goes up or down depending on, you know, what you have. And for me, it's a minefield. I'm not used to that system. We've only ever built houses while we've been out here, so building is a completely different scenario out here, and we'll have to explore that and do our homework basically, and just going around lots of show homes and seeing layouts, types of kitchens, types of this, types of that, and trying to work out what we do and what we don't want. So that's going to be, yeah, and I can see that taking quite a considerable amount of time, and I'm prepared for that, so that's fine. So I'm going to wrap it up here because I'm getting on now, and I can ramble for hours. I am one of those people that I can just ramble on, and I'm not going to. So thank you for watching. I've got some great new subscribers. That's fantastic. Welcome to my channel. I will sort of do more around the ketogenic lifestyle. There is a lot of research out there that you can look at. This channel is about my journey in what I'm doing, you know, and I will hopefully put up some more videos around more about what it is all about if I can. I've got to be careful with copyright and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll try and get that done as well at some stage. So anyway, I'll wrap it up here. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like the video. And yeah, and I'll catch you at the end of week 35. See you next week. Bye.